Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Military Forces Unleashed. Today, we're diving into the world of the Green Berets, the legendary 7th Special Forces Group, and their Close Quarters Battle, CQB for short. So, if you thought close combat was all clean-cut moves and perfect shots, well, buckle up. Today, we're going to break down the real gritty details of what it takes to fight in spaces no bigger than a janitor's closet, with bullets flying, every decision a split-second call, and, yep, plenty of chaos. Now, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tap the bell so you don't miss any of our deep dives into the untold stories and tactics behind the most hardcore military units out there. Grab a drink, sit back, and let's roll. Imagine being in a dimly lit room, a faint smell of cordite lingering in the air, the sounds of boots shifting, heavy breaths barely contained, and the quiet click of a safety being switched off. These aren't rookies bracing for action. They're the Special Forces Green Berets, the legendary 7th Special Forces Group, prepping for a close quarters battle, CQB drill. But this isn't a story about swaggering heroes or picture-perfect military maneuvers. It's about the grit, the less than glamorous details, and the calculated chaos of CQB in one of the most revered and scrutinized military units in the world. Close quarters battle is like a fistfight in a broom closet, and the Green Berets have mastered it. But this is no Hollywood showdown. There's no room for theatrics. Here, every inch counts, and every decision comes with consequences. So how do they get it done? And what lessons emerge when one wrong move can change everything? CQB is a brutal game of milliseconds. You're dealing with tight spaces, unknown layouts, and that wonderful military concept of Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. For the 7th SFG, the stakes are even higher because these are the guys often deployed into Central and South America, handling complex counterinsurgency missions that sometimes require sneaking into hostile strongholds. It's close quarters combat in a cultural and political maze, where one errant bullet or misread command can make the difference between success and an international crisis. Adding to the challenge, there's the equipment. The 7th SFG uses high-tech weaponry, night vision, and tactical vests that practically double their body weight. They're armed to the teeth, but all that firepower can sometimes be as much a hindrance as a help. Ever try maneuvering through a crumbling building with a rifle strapped across your chest, night vision goggles limiting your peripheral vision, and a vest that feels like it's designed to cut off circulation? It's a tough sell even for the fittest among us. But the Green Berets? They just call it Tuesday. So how do they make CQB work in these insane conditions? Well, the 7th SFG has a talent for creative problem-solving that would impress MacGyver. Take their approach to gear management. When they realized that all the extra weight was slowing down movement and flexibility in tight spaces, they made modifications on the fly. Custom rigs, specialized harnesses, even stripping down gear to the bare essentials. These guys have no qualms about ditching a textbook loadout if it means better performance in the field. Then there's the training. Their CQB sessions are infamous for their intensity and unpredictability. They'll set up a mock building, arm their targets with simulation rounds, and pump in a deafening soundtrack of explosions and gunfire. It's like a fun house of horrors where you have to be hyper-focused, but also relaxed enough to process every detail without getting overwhelmed. The 7th SFG uses this overstimulation method to condition their guys to work through the fog of battle, which is essential when chaos is the only constant. Picture this. It's a raid on a hostile compound somewhere south of the border. The 7th SFG team is on approach, each member in position. With a signal from the lead operator, the breacher steps up. A well-placed charge blows the door open, sending splinters and dust into the air. They flood in, guns sweeping every angle, moving like clockwork despite the chaos around them. Every second matters, and they don't miss a beat. At least, most of the time. In a single heartbeat, a stack formation can go from flawless execution to utter chaos. And they know it. That's why the 7th SFG has drilled this maneuver into muscle memory. They can almost perform it blindfolded. Each operator has a responsibility, a specific angle to cover, a target to secure, and when it goes smoothly, it's something to behold. But if there's a jam, a wrong step, or an unexpected obstacle, the fallout can be brutal. These aren't superheroes. They're highly trained professionals walking the razor's edge between precision and calamity. What did we learn here? The first lesson: there's no such thing as a perfect system in CQB. No matter how skilled, how prepared, or how elite the team, things can and will go wrong. For the 7th SFG, every drill, every operation, every split-second decision reinforces the idea that adaptability is survival. They've learned to value fluidity over rigidity, instincts over checklists. They also understand the limitations of even the best gear. High-tech tools are only as good as the hands that wield them. In the tight confines of CQB, a flashy piece of tech can't replace good judgment and solid training. The Green Berets aren't afraid to challenge their own SOPs, constantly refining tactics to fit the specific demands of each mission. So, what's the takeaway here? The 7th Special Forces Group isn't just a force to be reckoned with. They're a model of how to adapt, innovate, and stay razor-sharp in a job that offers no forgiveness for error. Close quarters battle is messy, chaotic, and rarely glamorous, but these operators know how to turn unpredictability into an asset. They're a reminder that sometimes the only real asset in warfare is a sharp mind and an unbreakable focus on the mission. For all their skill, though, the 7th SFG would be the first to admit that CQB isn't a game anyone wins cleanly. It's a dirty, high-stakes gamble, with lives on the line and no guarantee of a picture-perfect outcome. But for them, it's another day at work, facing the storm with a quiet, steady resolve that tells you everything you need to know about the Green Berets. Alright folks, that's a wrap on the Green Berets and their close quarters combat. If you thought you knew what it took to pull off a raid in hostile territory, hopefully, this gave you a whole new perspective on the real work behind those intense moments. And let's be real, it's not all textbook maneuvers and Hollywood hero shots. These guys train, adapt, and push through some of the toughest CQB situations imaginable, knowing full well that even the best plans can go sideways. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Ever seen CQB action up close? Or have any other units or tactics you'd like us to cover next? Let us know. And as always, stay tuned for more insights and stories from the military world, right here on Military Forces Unleashed. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.